everybody. Welcome back to Campaign 3 of the Holy Rollers. Sorry we're coming off a little unhinged. It is what it is. Tonight we're joined by Brandon, who is playing Red Netherroot, our cleric. Joined by Dennis, who plays Lydle de Ferndon, our bi-class of Sorcerer Rogue. Our wonderful, we haven't seen her face in so long, beautiful Rachel, who is playing one half of the character, Genji Kenji. She is playing Kenji. Below her, in my screen at least, is Jesse, who is playing Ryker Tor, and last but not least, Mr. Joffrey, who is playing Roorn Baelgor. We have rolled for prayer, as is our custom. I think I rolled highest with a 13.
Yep.
Which doesn't bode well for anybody at the table tonight.
Or that
we
could
will
just
go...
mean that all of our rolls will be high from now on and yours won't.
Right.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
That's what we're going with anyways.
Prayerfully, Rachel can roll above single digits this time. Please, Lord. Let's go before the Lord and pray, and then we'll do our recap, guys. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the beauty of friendship and being able to be ourselves among our fellow Christians. Thank you for the camaraderie that we have grown in this group over the many years we have been together, and please continue to bless it, Father, as we continue for many more. We lift up each and every one of our prayer requests to you, Father, for wisdom, for providence, for guidance, for direction. You know what we need, and your hand is on the wheel, and we trust you, as we always have. Please be with our rolls tonight. May they be good, both for and against, if you want to call it that kind of dynamic. Tell the story that you would have them tell, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
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 Who got roleplay inspiration last week?
We all did.
Did I have some? Yes, I gave it to everybody.
Oh.
You gave it to us the week before.
Oh,
we didn't assign for
right.
last week's
Yeah,
section.
you didn't assign.
No, you're right. You're right. I apologize. Okay, so I'm actually going to give it to Joffrey because he did an amazing job RPing his switch between his selves.
That was so great.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
100%. So good job, Joffrey. Take your inspiration. You earned it.
I was sure I was gonna get it for putting Riker's hand in the warm water.
That was fantastic.
We all had great moments last week.
You did? Do you know how hard it is for me to choose?
we organically
enjoy making it tough.
Yeah.
Springboarded off of here's my backstory. No, here's my backstory. Well, here's the dead girl that you can't see that's been following me backstory.
It was great.
It's only been half a year of playing before we got to this point, but honestly, it didn't feel like it was dragging. Like in my head, at least. I don't know if y'all feel the same, but it felt very organic the way it was.
I've just been waiting for Red to look at everybody and go, I see dead people.
Yeah.
I just love how we all said it. And we all just looked at Ryker, and Riker's just like, what? I got nothing to share.
Right.
Meanwhile, me and Ryker are just
a well-dressed
furiously typing.
You could see the string of gifts.
Yeah.
String of gifts from that conversation.
All I will say is that may or may not be one of the 3 rumors about Red.
What is?
That he's dead and just doesn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. You also could technically be called dead with the vampirism thing.
In theory, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see if, one of those spells comes about that affects undead versus just, regular people. If one of them affects you more, I don't know.
But away from Roorn when he's doing his radiance, I'm fairly certain undead take twice as much damage from radiance.
We'll see what the context is of certain things.
Just rubbed into flames.
Just dust
Red,
like a Buffy the Vampire.
Goes radiant. Red self-immolates in the spot.
Immolate.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, if I cast undead, does the entire party have to run?
No, just you.
I mean, in theory.
Oh, Lord.
We are.
We
by the way,
a philosophy
class. Yeah, your philosophy classes are going to come in real handy.
Actually, if you think about it, we've been born again.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's not make it philosophical and theology too. That'll just hurt.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody's
and-
mind just went boom.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I have been meaning to tell you, Red. So Roarn's scar appeared after his vision. The fang marks on your neck did too.
You're just now mentioning this?
Actually, yes, that is very fair. You had it. You did not mention that.
Sorry.
Now, don't get me
I don't know
wrong.
where.
Darling, I am pleased.
But wait a
Right,
minute.
yeah, right. You
Red
can't be a
hair?
Starian. Clovis Tumal is a Starian, if you couldn't tell.
Doesn't Red wear goth kind of clothes with high
Yeah,
collars
he's got a
and
high
stuff
collar,
anymore?
both figuratively and literally.
It's not
Um,
the goth.
It's goth adjacent.
It's not a phase, Mom.
All right. Rock,
Like,
paper,
what?
scissors for a
22,
recap.
it's not a phase.
Hey, who wants to recap? All right, go for it, guys.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors.
shoot.
This sucks so bad.
There's a
Why?
three-way tie.
You three-way just rocks fall, everyone dies. You're all stupid. Where to go? I'm done. I'm so done.
I think that means that I get to do it since they all eliminated themselves.
Exactly.
Fine. Works for me. Works
Take
for
it away,
me.
Brandon.
There you go.
Get after it, Brandon.
See,
Somebody,
but
please.
that also makes you guys think that I actually listen during sessions, so that's going to be a whole other ball game.
You know, I don't have to give you dice.
That's also very fair. I mean, I'll try my best. You guys just fill in the
Do your-
blanks. Yeah.
do your best.
So
do your best.
so obviously we had finished combat. We had made our way back to the inn. We started doing our watches. Lydle ended up getting tagged by the "We Know What You Did" hand from Skyrim.
It's called Black Brotherhood, and it's not related.
Interestingly enough, he's actually going back 2 sessions.
Right? Yeah. Oh, am I really? Did I go back 2?
No.
That was
No,
last
that was
session.
that same session.
Okay, good. I was like, wait.
No, you're right. You're right on. You're
Nope,
spot on.
no, it wasn't. Nope, that was the session before.
No,
No,
the
sir.
hand, the hand, the note in the window. That was last session.
Yep, and I just finished watching it. I can confirm.
Yeah, see? Trust me, I knew my long-term memory was not that good that I remembered 2 sessions ago. So that's how I knew it was still pretty good.
Lydle, subtract the
That's
dice.
right. Let's see. So Roorn kicked in this brand new personality, which I absolutely love, which was amazing, and then turned back into
We're here
this
for it.
other stuff. 100%.
Yes,
I'm shipping that
yes.
one hard. We got our tattoos.
Yep,
Don't ask me what they all are. I know what mine is.
that's what matters.
Everyone else, you're on your own.
I don't
know
remember.
what
I don't
mine
remember
is.
them either.
I should probably make a note in my notes that here's what it is. Let's see, what else? Well, we were at the inn. We did our long rest. Leveled up. Yay. I put Riker's hand in warm water, made him pee himself. That was amazing.
And it was perfect. It was a nat 20
It
versus a
wasn't
nat 1. It
yeah,
worked.
So great.
It worked out
Yeah,
so
Ryker got
good.
money for that and the tattoo constitution save.
Yes.
Yeah, he was,
that's
yeah.
so.
He was in rare form.
So great.
Yeah,
Fantastico.
your tattoo probably is in a rash right now, despite being magical.
Yeah.
So we gotta get some ointment for that. So
Yeah, we definitely have to throw some ointment on there.
Because I don't think a Claire's healing was going to fix it.
Lydle asked Roorn to accompany him to kind of shadow watch him to his secret meeting.
His rendezvous at a broth.
His rendezvous in the broth, yeah. Yeah, not that kind of broth, you people. Totally that
Well,
kind of broth.
I can't tell.
you
I
people.
cannot tell you the backflips I had to do to make this PG.
Right. Yeah, we tried. Yeah, we tried very hard. And that's all I got. If there's other things that are more important than that, then you're on your own.
That was pretty darn close to what it was.
That's
other
pretty
than
good. I will allow that to ride. Please take your dice.
the only thing, the
I
only
do
extra
want.
thing was a conversation between Roorn and Ryker about buying a scroll.
Yep.
Dumalt.
Lydle got outed as an assassin, and
Yeah,
Roorn got outed as the former head of Moira's Empress Moira's bodyguard,
right.
who did some very unspeakable things, and he was not willing to talk about them yet. By the
It's
way,
assumed he
Kenji,
did all of the unspeakable.
profound because you weren't there to approve it, but essentially, Kenji spoke up and said, "I don't remember my childhood. I don't remember growing up. The first memory I have is of my dad finding me in the woods, and I was an adult."
Yes. Okay. Great.
I
And
do want to note that Rourne got a note from the tattoo artist that said they didn't
Yes.
get
right.
all of us find
And
a
it's
mad
tanned
priest.
human skin.
It's on human flesh.
Judging by the color, like the color of the tanned human skin, you think it might actually be a piece of his skin.
I kind of hoped it
Which makes
was, and
sense.
that he didn't just
Yeah,
randomly skin somebody. Like, I did have some deep inner thoughts behind that.
for sure. Well, if you think about it, it'd be one of the easiest ways for him to get something to write on,
That's fair.
you know? And
Probably
being a
can't be
tattoo artist.
traced.
Easy. Easy.
Easy.
And I will
Listen,
say,
you've
threatened.
seen they've seen the tattoos all over his visible skin. He's used to pain. Don't scare him.
and I will say that now that Lydell has seen that,
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of wondering if that's a
Mhm.
viable way of communicating with people. When he
Snow.
kills somebody, take some of the skin and tan it.
And
Please no.
Tumult threatened Mirabelle, and Rourn is now on Lydel's side of first legitimate chance we get. Tumult is going to pay.
Yeah.
He done
Clovis.
threatened. He done
Yeah,
threatened Rourn's
Mirabelle.
girls. You don't threaten Rourn's girls.
Clovis Tumal used Mirabelle to intimidate Isolde Fairchild, who is a
Fairlight.
Fairlight, pardon me, is a patriarch of the city, a noble house. Um, Basically implied that her parents were rebels against Empress Moira and were summarily captured, and you would probably infer execution from that conversation. So that is why Mirabelle is being raised by her grandmother. And he did this in front of you, and Rourn was very displeased by this.
Yeah.
Um,
And Lydell had to
so
explain to Riker that he only killed monsters for a living.
mhm.
Lies. Lies.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, because in Lydell's mind, that's exactly what he does. He's a monster killer.
Yep.
They just happen to be two-footed.
Yeah, that's about right.
Humanoid.
Some of the worst ones are humanoid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's kind of. I will say that after this, Lydell is probably expecting Riker to start questioning him little by little, because
Valid.
that wouldn't have been something that, I mean, he would have never told Riker if it wasn't brought out like that. He just wouldn't have seen a need to. First off, it puts Riker in danger, and he never wanted to do that. So
Well, it sounds
even
like
though
Riker
he's
can find danger enough on his own.
yeah, I mean, there's plenty of danger without having something new like that. But now Lydell's like, uh-oh, now what do I got to do?
Right. So in
Yeah.
my head, the danger comes not just from your profession and the people who might hold it against you, but also from the world that your profession exists in.
Yes.
Crime is incredibly, deeply persecuted. And people who are systematic criminals like you, who are criminals in a system, are even more persecuted. Um, it is not you will see through this session the ramifications of that over this world. So where you guys have just finished your talk, essentially. You're still sitting at the table. Lydle, you said you wanted to pursue the note that you got on the window.
Yes.
And Ryker and probably a couple other. Lydle, you're taking Roorn with you, and then Ryker is going shopping on behalf of Roorn, and and Kenji will
Well,
ostensibly accompany him.
since Riker is going to the magic shop and Lydell's not, Lyda will ask Rourn to give Riker another 400 gold from
Right, because
his
you gave Roorn 2,000,
yes,
or
and
1,000 to hold on to.
yeah, and he will ask Riker to find him what was it I was looking for? I wrote it down earlier.
You wanted something to like obfuscate us, keep us from
Yeah,
being stride on her.
find something to help keep us from being scried.
Okay.
And also anything that Riker might think would help Lydle, or the two of them somehow. And then he says, and use the rest as you need to. Kind of like,
Shopping spree.
need more. Well, Lydle just, he just came into quite a bit, so.
And to be fair, I think a little part of you is like trying to buy
Butter him up a
Ryker.
little, yeah.
Just a little
I
bit.
mean,
To be
we've been
fair,
friends for a long time, and he doesn't want this to be a so he knows that Riker likes shiny things, so he's going to give him 400 of them.
That'll do. Okay. So you guys
Roorn,
rise from
real
the
quick,
table. Go ahead.
we'll go to Riker. How much does a magic scroll tend to go for?
It
Well,
depends
that
on the
really
level of scroll.
yeah. And the spell. So
Particularly a scroll of sending.
I'd say 200 gold.
Fourth level spell, yeah.
Roorn will take 200 of his gold, and he will give it to Riker.
You better
Like,
We
send
talked about
me
this last.
what
with
this is going to be used for, so I have time to prepare accordingly, Joffrey.
But I think Rourn, you this is the 200 we talked about last week, right? This is an additional. Correct.
Did
This,
Roorn
this,
give you 200 last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have in my notes that Rourn has asked Riker, or given Riker 200 gold piece to buy a scroll of sending.
Okay.
And we did the persuasion versus deception check to see like you wanted a
Right.
receipt.
Right.
Riker was
Yeah.
all like, I need 800 gold in case the negotiations.
With me. They have any objections?
so that's going to be very awkward in the recording. There was like a very long stint where it just kind of froze for a second, like
It's
everyone
fine.
stopped. So
It's cool. Nothing important happened.
Yeah.
Jesse, check your messages. Okay, so you rattle off in your teams. Team huddle, break. And I think we will handle Lydle first.
Okay.
Lydle and Roran's excursion first, if that's okay with everybody. Stay
So,
keyed in because there will be some lore drop that's relevant to everybody.
they're doing the magic
Please.
shop, right?
No, Roarn
Yes.
and
Oh,
Lydle
that's
are
right. Yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah. Riker's doing
Yeah.
the. All right, so I will go with Riker when he goes to the store.
right. So, Lydell so Lydell's passive perception is 26, just so you know. But he is as they're going, he is looking around and taking note of everything in case of an ambush. And he's very ready for an ambush. And
Okay.
he tells Rourn to be very, very cautious of an ambush as well.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are like scanning crowds. Whoa, what just happened there? You are, as you make your way around all the city streets, are you trying to hide yourselves at this moment, or are you seeing more safety in being seen?
I feel like there's more safety in being seen since we are kind of famous.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
probably going to be a crowd of people
Hmm.
gathered around us, which will make it harder for
Those
anyone
street
to.
urchins that you fed on the way to the
Mhm.
arena are sitting, or are not sitting, but waiting around outside of the Heart and Hind. And you notice them as you make
I
your exit.
so Lydell will probably bring them to him, not for protection. He's going to
Yeah.
bring them to him because he understands. Well, he understands street urchins, um, and that's always been his thing. So he's got some silver pieces out,
Hmm.
easy for them to get to, uh, because he
You're gonna
knows.
let them pickpocket you?
Uh, I'm gonna say there's 40 silver pieces that they can pickpocket me, and he's gonna let
Okay.
them.
I
So
see.
yes, because
So
that's kind of
you're going to make conversation with Roorn pointing up at the architecture of some random building while these urchins like creep up
exactly,
behind you.
yeah.
Um
You should
Riker,
better
roll me.
inform these street urchins to not try the 7 foot tall Goliath gold
Well,
man. That's not
yeah,
going to end well,
yeah,
regardless of your disposition to these kids.
Yeah.
he will kind of he finds whoever the leader is and kind of lets him
Okay.
know. I mean, it's wouldn't be that hard to let him know.
I think you throw some gang signs in Thieves'
Yeah,
Cant and let him know that the guy next to me is not an easy mark. Do not
don't even
approach.
try.
Um Riker, even though you are not present in this moment, please roll me a perception check.
You said me?
Yes, I said you.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, come on. Of course not.
You can
Hold on,
use
I'm
your
sorry.
inspo if you have any.
Sorry. D&D completely signed me out of all my devices.
That's okay. It
I'm
did the
gonna
same
roll.
thing to me earlier.
Me
Why?
too.
It made me re-sign in on all my stuff today too.
I think there was like
they
a
must have
huge
pushed out
update or something because it looks kind of different now.
Hmm. Thanks,
I
Microsoft.
right.
rolled a 12, and I think I have a +4, +5 on perception. Give me a second. Sorry.
I've got you.
That would have been
Perception, you are a +5, so you rolled a what total?
17 total.
17 total.
Okay. Um, as you exit the Heart and Hind, and go in the opposite direction of the other group of Lydle and Roarn, you notice how gentle Lydle is with street urchins, and it stabs you in a peculiar way in your heart, in perhaps a wounded way that you weren't aware of before now. But that's all. Um,
I'm just going
Lydle,
to do perception as we're going. Specifically,
yes,
we're going out of the slightly nicer area, going to a not so nice area.
the the derelict district, yeah.
Yes. Roarn, as the crowds are going by, is as a golden angel going to swoop, literally waltz up to congratulate at any point.
Out
He's
of the
kind of keeping his
sky.
maybe not out of the sky, but basically is Alistair, because he wasn't there at the end. Maybe he had other duties to go to, but would it be so much of a far thing for a high ambassador to the Empress to personally congratulate the champions? Would that be so much of a stretch? Or
You
any
know,
other important person coming by?
if he holds an important place in the Empress's regime. He should have at least stuck his head in as y'all were getting tattooed after that fight. And now that you think about it, a diplomat not to show his face in front of the champions, the newest champions of Dessel, it's a little weird.
It's a little
You wonder what made
disrespectful.
him leave so quickly.
Roorn has, well, you can't telepathically say anything, but Roorn has misgivings. Roorn is now having a lot of misgivings as he starts contemplating this and playing it out in his head of, uh-oh.
So you guys make your way through the derelict district. You're staying among crowds. You are scanning the sky, the alleys, the press of people around you who, despite it being almost 12, 24 hours later, are still asking for autographs and still, wanting to shake your hand. Somehow you both accumulate an additional 50 gold as you wander just from people being grateful for the
Oh my gosh.
income you brought to this city. Once again, these fights and the fighting, like the culture of fights in this city, is what allows them to send gold to the Black Keep and not bodies. This is what keeps their families safe, and they
Sure.
view you guys as personally helping keep their families safe by merit of the fact that you participated in this big fight. Um, so yeah, you guys accumulate some money, and don't let me forget, other group. You guys will be accumulating some money as you walk around too. So I will let you both, Rourn and Lydle, roll me perception checks, please, for your walk. I'm only gonna make you do them once, though.
Hey!
18 plus 11 is
Good
29,
gosh,
which is 3 higher than my passive.
my word.
Thank you, Lucky Monocle, for a natural 20 for a 23.
I love
Nice.
it.
Because I get to roll an advantage on my perception checks. It requires
Oh,
sight.
awesome.
That's right. Oh gosh, I forgot that.
You're not
The
using
monocle
your,
of
right?
Eagle Eye. What
Yes,
is that
yes.
item?
The goggles of eagle vision or something like
Eagles.
that.
I have the eagle, which I now headcanon. It's a monocle.
It's awesome.
Sounds good to me.
That's fine. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So you guys both are on high alert. And as far as you can tell, albeit your, attempts at looking are interrupted by the occasional fan, you are not being followed. You're not being tracked. Um, no one seems to really care where you're going, just that you're here right now and willing to sign their infant child. Rourn, weirdly enough, you don't even see your most concerted fan base of those young women who have made it their business to know where you are at all times. Perhaps they can't get through the press of the crowd around you easily, so they just go on to easier pickings. Um, so
Well, hopefully, the shopping group has not become the easier
the new
pickings.
target. uh, so Lytle, you as let me back up just a touch. As you get kind of out of the Heart and Hind, and you are contending with the urchins, and the rest of the group departs behind you and goes down another street. There's a sensation on your upper arm, as though a large winged insect is buzzing under your clothes against your skin. Do you instinctually tap it?
um, hold on. Yeah.
Okay. As you do, you feel something very small break loose and roll down your sleeve. And with your roguish dexterity, you catch it in your palm as it does. And it looks like a small fragment off of the stone that you wear in a band on your upper arm. But not quite. No, it looks hollowed on one side, as if it's a piece of a shell from around the stone in the band on your arm.
I'll look at it a little bit harder as we're walking around.
All right. So you like lift your
Wondering.
pauldron.
No, I don't think he's gonna do that. He's gonna look at what's in his hand and inspect it, kind of.
Yeah.
But he'll look at the armband when they're
Mhm.
not around her.
Stealth skills easily make
Yeah.
yourself, gone.
Yeah,
Do
he's
you want to
gonna
find an alley and do that?
telepathically link to Roorn
Mm.
and let him know that he's gonna do that for a minute. He's got something
Yeah.
he has to do for a minute, so that
I
Roarn's not
assume
suddenly surprised.
you mentally knock. You tap
Yeah,
on the fishbowl before
yeah,
you dip your hand in, so to speak.
yeah, kind of.
Um, Rourn, do
But
you accept his mental presence, given how volatile you are upstairs lately?
You hear a yes.
and that's when he'll tell him, he's, uh, Rowan, I have something I have to do real quick. Won't take me but a few minutes. I am going to disappear for just a short amount of time, and I will catch right back up to you. Do not worry, you are being watched at all times. You are not alone. But I did not want to shock you with suddenly disappearing.
Yay. You notice
Roll
he's
me a
not
st- uh,
talking a lot mentally, almost like it's restrained.
Right.
that would be
Um.
like Rourn to overcompensate with restraint, having indulged in freedom a bit too
Yeah.
Well,
much.
also because the door is now trying to
Ajar.
stay open,
Mm.
and he's now having to put more intentional effort, and it's not time to just blow the door away. So any mental anything now is a delicate.
Right.
Right. Right.
So Lydle is known for being somewhat of a gentleman when it comes to his telepathic
Uh-huh.
intrusions. He's
Mm-hmm.
not one to. I mean, unless he's got a contract on you, he isn't going to push it. But if he's
Fair.
got a contract on you, he's coming in like a bull in a china shop.
Right.
So
He's wrecking
there's two.
everything.
Yeah.
Roll your
I will
stealth,
roll
Mr. Lydle.
stealth. Nat 20. So for
Oh my
33.
word. Yeah, you just evaporate from Rourn's side. Um, you find an alley that looks like it has not seen life beyond local rodent species in probably days.
Yeah.
Um, it's small enough you don't feel like anyone's gonna come from the roofs and like try to
Hmm.
drop on you, and it has a dead end that you can very clearly see, so you are comfortable taking your eyes off of your six long enough
Yeah.
to lift your sleeve.
Of course, he will put his back up against the wall. I mean, that's not.
Naturally.
Yeah. So he'll let's see. I think it's this arm. He
Yeah.
picks it up and he's gonna look at his stone.
Okay. So the piece that cracked off in your hand does in fact look like a little piece of shell off of what's revealed to be a beautiful pure blue stone, the color of tropical waters. And in the cracked fragment that's now visible, it sparkles with these internal facets, like one of the most expensive gems you've ever seen. And yet, the small portion of it that you can see, because the rest of it is still covered in this weird shell of normal looking rock, is clearly uncut. It's untouched by jeweler's tools.
Hmm. What color was the shell? In my mind, I had an amber color. I don't know why, but
Yep, that's kind of what I had was an amber brown in my head too. We never
okay.
discussed it, so it can be whatever you want.
So the shell. I'm assuming it's something that he can break into pieces.
Yeah, it's a fragment off of yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could if you wanted snap the little piece of shell that just came off.
Yeah, he's gonna snap that into several little pieces and put it in one of his pouches.
Okay.
These are going to become polished stones.
Okay.
He's already got a plan for that.
Nice.
He kind of memorizes what that looks like. He kind of burns it into his mind,
Yeah.
and covers it all back up. Covers it all back up,
Mm-hmm.
and well, actually, is there any way of me doing an investigation? Rolling an investigation? I'd have to
To
beat my
find out
pass of 21
to find out what.
to figure out why it's doing that or what it is, or would I have
Yes.
no context?
Well, the you can infer from the way it vibrated that it fractured naturally from this vibration.
Okay.
You don't know what the vibration means because it's vibrated once before in a slightly different way to indicate you guys were being watched
Right.
with a scrying eye. Um, but as you departed with, only part of your group and the rest of your group went another direction, it just buzzed again. And that seems very interesting to you.
Yeah.
But other than that, you have no understanding of why.
So before he does anything, he's gonna put his hand over it, touch it,
Mm.
and he's gonna, I mean, in a whisper but out loud, Bahamut, what are you doing, and what is this? And just he's not expecting an answer. He's doing that because first off, he's putting his hand over it to see if anything happens.
Do you touch it with your skin?
Yeah, but
So, as your fingertip touches the blue portion of the stone that's now visible, you are drawn into a hazy, smoky space in your own head. And it is a space that seems very volatile, very in flux, almost as if it was slapped together. Um, this interdimensional kind of space where you get to exist but not exist, and know but not know, and be but not be. And it's disconcerting to be embodied but not. It's almost as if you feel like you're almost back in your jar. But the voice of Bahamut is there. It is the first time you've heard his voice audibly since your jar. I cried many tears the day my last cleric stopped praying. You hold one, and it has many properties. That is all I can say for now. And as the flux of this room takes back over and you feel like it dilates around you, you are yoinked backwards into your own body. And the solidness of the wall that you have put your back up against to be safe is what catches you as you back into your own form. You sense that that took a lot out of Bahamut, even for a god. Because if prayers cannot, if the gods can no longer talk because of the netstone, the fact that he was able to break in momentarily because you touched this blue rock, it was still a difficult task.
mm-hmm.
But you now know what you carry is Bahamut's solidified tear.
Wow.
To recap, the clerics and paladins, from what you can glean of both Red's and Roarn's death visions, have been hauled off somewhere and ostensibly have been ritually and consistently bled so that their blood may be utilized to make god-killing blades. They are, according to Lathander, kept alive for this purpose. A cleric alive in this world would fight tooth and nail to be freed. And the fact that none of them have showed back up is a testament to just how tightly they're kept where they are. And you have no idea where that is. But you are slowly starting to piece together some of the more insidious parts of this regime.
So Lydle puts everything back,
Mm.
kind of shakes off whatever was going on, kind of puts it in the back of his mind for a moment, thinking to himself, why me, Bahamut? Because of all the people you could have cared about, I was the one who least cared about you. And he kind of still, actually, he's
Quite
not being,
grasp it.
huh?
Doesn't quite get it.
Yeah, doesn't quite get it, but he now he's not hiding now. He's going back to Roorn.
Yeah.
He there's no need for stealth. He's going back to Roorn, and he's going to hurry up and get into this
Okay.
broth.
You show back up next to Roorn, perhaps a little bit more pensive than you were when you departed, and you continue your walk. Do you tell him anything about what you just witnessed?
I think that he's probably gonna hold off because right now there's still crowds. He doesn't want things to get out, so he would rather have this conversation maybe with everybody.
Uh-huh.
And especially, but he wants to tell Rourne, because so something happened when everything was brought up earlier, and he's got a newfound respect for Rourne. I'm going to say that knowing that this is somebody who was a mark, but now has basically
He was
been.
more than just a mark.
Or he was the mark. He was
He
like
was a
the
he was a monster that you were sent after.
yes, but what killing him would have done for Lydle would have put him on a whole new level of assassins too.
Right.
And he's got respect because he knows the monster that Rourn could
Was.
be and
Yeah.
was. And the fact that he's
Contrasted to
walking
who he's
beside him.
proven to be with you guys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a whole new respect for Rourn. He doesn't see him as the big guy who's just rigid, and he actually kind of understands there's a reason for it now.
Yeah, there's a reason he's uptight. He's literally
Yeah.
fighting a more animal side of himself.
Exactly. But this is but he definitely wants to get this information back to Red. He thinks that Red is going to be the one who really needs to know this. Although he wants the whole party there because he thinks that this is something the whole party should hear.
Okay.
However, at the moment, yeah, he can put it in the back of his head. He just wants to get to the broth and get his contract.
Okay. We will, as you make your way through the city, past shops and carts, inns and homes, taverns and workshops, to a much seedier part of town. The streets are quieter here, much less busy, with the scant market booths and sparse sellables being the only occasional interruption in the march of shanties, poorly cobbled buildings, and abandoned structures in deep disrepair. At the end of one such sad street, you find what you're looking for. A building with the word brothel painted across the door, but with the L chipped off. E-L. So it's Brothel, but with E-L chipped off. And there is a steady stream of poor-looking people coming in and out, and the ones coming out are holding steaming bowls of what looks like a soup. As you kind of make your approach, you're within 20, 30 feet. A stout male dwarf with his beard braided and tucked into his apron is escorting a hunched older man holding a small pot out of the door as you approach. Give my best to Tulia, Perdron. Don't spill now, that broth is some of my best work. And the old man kind of wheezes a laugh as he toddles away. Say that every time, Parn. Uh, the dwarf is turning to go back inside when he notices you guys walk up. Um, do you want to walk up or do you want to, like, make an assessment before you do?
Um,
Hmm.
he's
That's
seeing
the one.
everybody out there. I would assume that he would absolutely make an assessment first. He's got to know his surroundings. So
This looks like a soup kitchen to your naked eye. If you want to roll a insight or perception check, you may do so.
perception of 14 plus 11 is 25. My passive perception's a 26, so it's higher.
Gotcha. Okay. Roorn, anything good?
Hmm.
You're along for this ride.
Yeah.
22.
Nice. You guys probably stand a ways away, about a block away, and watch the comings and goings. Everyone who walks into this building walks out, and they are most certainly not the fare of people that would be a hazard to you. Um, most of them are in rags, are dirty, look a little malnourished, especially the young ones, and they walk in with empty hands, and they walk out with a rough wooden bowl of something that, as some of them drift past you, smells incredible. It looks, to every estimate, like an ordinary soup kitchen.
From this point on, you dictate what I am to be. I will follow your lead.
Well, I would say, Ron, let us go inside. We probably will be separated. Uh, don't fear. If you, I can keep my link open with you in case something happens without intruding. And uh, you do what you feel comfortable doing. Sit down, do whatever. But it looks to me like on the outside, they're helping the people in this area. What they're doing on the inside, I don't know. But we're going to find out. But be prepared because I do not know what's going to happen. This is a lot different than it used to be.
Yeah, you
Now,
remember it to be a much more, what's the word? Lively
lively.
place.
So I
Um,
will say that Lydle is very aware that whoever called him is one of very few people who would have known him.
or at
And
least
this
known of
is
him.
no, but this is kind of odd because if he's been gone for 16 years or 15 years or whatever, then how in the world did they figure out that he was back? He's been
Valid
pretty
question.
careful. So he's got those questions going in, but he's gonna go up to the door to go in. He will not push his way in front of people. He will not do any of that. He will just
Yeah.
go with the
Over
flow,
the
basically.
course of you standing there and making your assessment, the stream of people kind of dies back. It's clear the lunch rush is kind of over. Um, the dwarf you saw earlier, Arn, you heard him called Karn, um, kind of comes to the door to let one last person go with a clap on the shoulder, and he's turning to go back inside when he notices you two approaching. He instantly clocks your clothing, which is pretty nice for this area of town, and the fact that you have all your teeth. And he casually kind of puts his arm across the door as he leans in the jamb, as though filling it to prevent you from just waltzing in. You're not from around here, are you?
Well, actually, yes, I am, but not this area.
You live in Dessel. Why are you here?
I used to live in Dessel, and I'm here to meet with someone.
He gives you a squint. And he holds out his hand.
Lydle pulls out the note, shows it to him.
He opens it and gives it a look, crumples it up, puts it in his apron. Or perhaps you are from around here. Send your calling card in ages, Talon. What's it been, 15 years since you last took a job? Where have you been?
It's a long
You've been
story.
leaving pebbles on corpses since you woke up. Let me just politely remind you.
Yes.
Yes, Stuttle. I leave my calling card on every body I kill.
But how do they know?
Hi. Is he doing the equivalent of the arrow person by the corpse? It's like,
it was a habit he was always into, so it's just natural
You are
to do
all
it.
but selfieing with these corpses and putting it on Instagram. Go on. What were you going to say when he asks, where have you been?
He tells him, he says, it's a long story, my friend, and one I'm not quite in a position to go into at this time. Be it known that I am back, and if the contract is right, I may actually just take it.
The dwarf grins at you. And it's a friendly grin. It's not a sinister grin. And he vacates the doorway and gestures for you to follow him into the warmly lit interior. Do you come in?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a friendly smile. Seems like it's a warmly lit place. He does. He comes in.
Okay.
Hand
There's
on
a
the hilt
huge...
of his rapier.
Right. As you walk into the door, the smell of cooking and the humidity of a working kitchen kind of enfolds you. There's a huge stone fireplace that dominates the far wall, and it's bubbling cheerily. Some cauldrons in the fire of it are bubbling cheerily. Some kind of wonderful smelling soup. And there are a few people still huddled over wooden bowls, scattered among the long tables in this room's center and along the walls, but you pay them no heed and they pay you no heed. There are traces of what this place used to be all around. A tattered mural peels from the west wall, displaying some nymph-like creatures beckoning from a garden scene. There are a few moth-eaten tapestries wafting in the uppermost rafters, and several ornately crowned pillars frame what used to be a dancing stage.
how tall
Karn,
is the ceiling?
the ceiling is about 20 feet.
Okay, this is
So Roorn's comfortable.
Yeah. Uh, Karn addresses a young-looking dwarf. Kamish, mind the soup, will you? This younger dwarf looks like a miniature version of him. And Kamish says, "Aye, pa," and he hefts a ladle and diligently starts to mind the cauldrons. And Karn says, "This way," and takes you through a door into the kitchen. And there is a female dwarf about his age tenderizing meat with a hammer that looks way too big for the job. And kind of in one section of the kitchen, two twin girl dwarfs are playing sword fighting with very large carrots. Ah, girls, remember what I've told you. Don't play with your opponent, just spill their guts and get going, Karn says. And he kind of walks up behind one of the girls and takes her carrot hand in his and directs it to poke her sister in the stomach. And the other girl who's been poked feigns a magnificent death, while Karn laughs and addresses the older woman who's tenderizing meat. "Hurrah, I need to speak with these gentlemen privately, so I'll be a bit. Start the next batch for the dinner rush and I'll help finish it." "Sure thing, love," Hurrah replies, and she barely looks up as she does. "Girls, put your blade skills to use and help me peel potatoes." So you guys kind of follow him through this kitchen into one of the less occupied walls, and there's a door there, and he takes his braid out of his apron, and tethered to the end of his braid are two keys, one of them much more worn than the other. And it's this worn key that he uses to unlock the door off of this kitchen. And he walks inside. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll leave up to Roorn whether he does or not, but Lydle does.
Until Roorn is stopped, he will follow.
You enter what looks like a simple 4-room living quarters with Spartan furniture, which, although not opulent, has clearly been very well constructed. And Karn pauses in the middle of the sitting room and says, "Before we speak about anything further, there's something you should see." And in the room with the largest bed, he lifts a rug and feels along the knotted wood. And finding what he's looking for, he takes the second key on the end of his beard and slides it into a camouflaged keyhole in the floor. And a trap door with steep stairs leading into the darkness is revealed. "After you," Karn says.
At this point, now Lydell looks at Roorn and asks him, well, he will ask him if he wants to follow, but before he goes down, he's gonna do a quick search for any traps.
Yeah.
Um,
You can also insight check if you want.
Yes. Well, yeah, he does. He wants to insight check to see if this is a trap first.
Go ahead.
And then
Roorn, you can insight as well.
Plus 3 is a 21.
Only a 13.
Okay. You both clock it. His posture is neutral and calm. If he intends you harm by inviting you into this kind of creepy trapdoor room, he's doing a remarkable job of hiding it.
Lydell asks him, What will I find when I go down those stairs? Truthfully.
Karn looks a little bit haunted in the eyes and he says, "Past life."
Says what?
A past life.
Lydell kind of breathes. Long heavy sigh, because it's been 15 years. Although it's only been a few days to him.
You don't miss the stress of this
Right.
at all.
No. And he does a quick investigation to make sure, or a quick perception
Insight.
to make sure that
Or a perception, yeah. Check for traps.
How about, since my perception was only 18, my passive is 26. So
You can
we'll
take your passive, that's fine.
Yeah.
You look with a practiced eye along the trapdoor's edge in this floor, and you look with your dark vision down the steps that lead into this underground room. You do not see evidence of any traps.
He does turn back to Roorn. Understand, Roorn, you're now coming into a life I once held. A past that does not haunt me. It's dangerous. And I will leave to you whether you want to come with me or whether you would like to stay up here and guard. And he starts on down. So he's leaving this one to Roorn he's warning Roorn that basically when you come down, you get to see all of it. You make your decision if you
Roorn will follow. I mean, it's not like his title was not given for no reason.
No. I don't think Lydle would have assumed that you couldn't handle it. He just wants to make sure that you want to handle it. If you understand the difference there. Mm-hmm. So he just goes on down.
Roorn doesn't say anything. He will just lockstep follow you down unless Karn stops him for whatever reason.
Karn is addressing you as if you're one unit. If Helen vouches for you by your presence, what does Karn have to say about that? Down into the dark you go. And your dark vision, both of you, does enable you to see where your feet are going without issue. At the bottom of the stairs, the room opens up, and it's a square room. It's seemingly cut into the foundations of the city, and its walls are layers of deeply compacted dirt, debris, and stone. A hole in the wall has been masoned over with large, fitted rocks and thick plaster. And it might have at one point been large enough for a dwarf to step through. You hear Karn coming down behind you, by the way. He's not just like gonna shut you in here. Um, Judging by the faint smell from that side of the room where the hole in the wall would have been, it likely leads to the sewer system of the city. There are medical supplies neatly arranged in cubbies, and a workbench with a hefty looking crossbow on it. Um, and the bolts that are kind of scattered around this crossbow have tips that look kind of bleached out, as if from the application of some long ago poison. But most distinctly in the corner is an altar to Ilmater, the suffering god. It's the one piece of furniture in this room without dust. Hanging nearby is also a suit of supple leather armor specifically, hanging from a hook on the wall, and it's clearly of a quality and style that you recognize from your own profession, Lydle. And seeing that, you understand instantly this dwarf is a former assassin. Karn kind of thunks to the floor behind you. Do you recall hearing the name Chisel in the course of your career, Talon? Make me a history check. Actually, both of you make me a history check.
Oh shoot! I just did a 12. Sorry.
Heck yeah.
No, I
Oh,
meant I
D12.
did it a D12.
I was like,
Ground wrong.
Costs 20.
21.
You recall hearing about an assassin known as Chisel who specialized in taking out multiple targets in his jobs. And he worked in similar circles as you, Lido, but you never crossed paths, and you maintained, I would imagine, a mutual, respectful distance, unlike that heinous Bones character that consistently got in your way.
Yeah.
You recall him being attached to the Black Veil Guild, but he dropped off the radar sometime between the end of the Domination and the beginning of the Denunciation. So the end of the Land War and the beginning of the anti-religious sentiment. Since you both rolled over the secondary check, the Black Veil also had another member, a female dwarf called Hammer. And Karn sees the, dawn of realization in both of your faces and nods and says, "Not so many years ago, I was a heartless, cruel man. I took any job for the right coin. That is until Ilmater came to me in a vision. And even though you all three have dark vision, Arn scoffs a match, and he lights the candle on the shrine to Ilmater. He told me I had taken many lives, some that never deserved it. Yet the one who endures showed mercy. He commanded me to atone and to leave that life behind." And he takes off of the folded stone hands of the Ilmater shrine the red braided cord that's been wrapped around them, and he wraps it over his own deeply scarred knuckles. You know, having grown up in a world that still had religion, this is a very common devotion to this particular god. Hura, who was then called Hammer, had been given the same charge. We bonded over it, left the guild together, disappeared, and eventually got married. Not a moment too soon. The crackdown came hard. The Black Veil Guild was executed to the last, but none of them knew where we were to rat us out. And then soon after that, the devout began to vanish as well. Devout as in not just partakers of religion, but like clerics and paladins specifically. He puts the cord back on the folded stone hands. We were spared 3 times over. The redemption of our souls, being spared when our guild fell, and being so new to such a fringe god's worship, no one knew of our devotion. We have much to thank the He who cries. That is my story. All but one part. He walks over to the workbench, and there's a chest on it, and there's no lock. He opens it and withdraws 3 scrolls. The final contracts that I accepted and never fulfilled. The scrolls are old by every estimation, and the wax seals on them are broken. And he holds them out to you, Lydle.
Lydle will start to unroll the first one. But he will as he's doing it, he tells him, he says, I know of you and I know of Hammer, and I do remember your disappearing. And I know that you would take anything. But if you know me, you know that I won't take anything. And there will be some that I will say no to.
Expect it. In truth, I don't know if all of these are still valid. But seeing you back in the game, it seems to me like one of the few opportunities I will have to clean up the loose ends of my past. You know a lot about these types of contracts, Lydle. You know that they are magically upheld in nature. Payment literally appears when the terms are fulfilled and the 2 pieces of paper meet, because each party holds one copy of the contract. Some contracts have time frames set forth, and should the terms be unfulfilled when the time is up, the payment reverts to the person who wrote it, and the contracted person, the hitman, is released. Typically, the harder jobs, though, don't come with time requirements. So you take the first scroll, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you do, Karn says, depending on if someone else took these and fulfilled them or not, they might still be worth something. Our profession became a thing to be hunted for not long after their writing. There's still a chance. And the third one, well, the third one is still open. And there's a look of excruciating guilt over his face. Once you see the name, you will know why I'm giving them to you, and why I hold it as my deepest regret. The first contract that you took, Rydell, is a common one in your world. A man in Kedra, whose name is Yingrex Frey, I'll send that name to you in a second, who caught his wife in bed with another man and put a hit out on the interloper. The man was named Lars Candracord. Karn's signature on the bottom of the document is bold whisks of ink. It's the signature of a man confident in his ways. Contract 2, I assume you take the second one, yes?
Yes. I'm going to look through all of them.
Yeah. Is regarding a hit on a common slaver known as Rovek Grimtusk, who operates in the hill country between Galbufasa and Grethwick. The person who issued it, whose name is Demina, was the daughter of a woman kidnapped by the slaver. And the issuer's signature on the contract, Demina, the little girl's signature, is still in a child's shaky handwriting. And the sum detailed in the contract has been crossed out and reduced considerably. You can tell this contract was taken right around the time Karn began to feel the weight of his profession. Do you take the third one?
Well, I'm gonna. So the first one, I'm gonna put down on the table. He won't be
Karn
taking the
nods.
first.
He
The
understands.
second one he holds on to, and he's
Yep.
gonna open the third one.
All right. Contract 3, the one that has no time restraint, is a hit on a seal bearer. given the age of this document, you can assume it is a seal bearer who came to power uh, at the right around the time of the writing of this contract. It was a response contract, essentially. Um, the seal bearer's name is Cornelius Tor, the new, at least back then, seal bearer of Jandrel. And an ecclesiarch, which is essentially a judicial figure in society, whose name was Sindel Quill, put out the hit. Roorn and Lydle, both of you for different reasons, you know that an ecclesiarch is essentially a church-aligned law scholar who acts as a judge, but who is not divinely empowered like a cleric. None of them wound up being taken with the clerics and paladins.
I have a feeling
Roorn,
Roarn's probably very, considering his upbringing,
yeah.
probably rubbed elbows with quite a few ecclesiarchs.
Oh, sure, for sure. You actually, as well, in your more recent life, Roarn, you remember attending more than a few questionings of ecclesiarchs to ensure that they were not hiding divine magic ability. And
Of course.
Lydle, you know about them because they would denounce your judgments in public, but secretly, more than a couple contracted your services to eliminate the truly evil ones who slipped through the judicial gap. As you read through this and realize all of this, Karn pipes up again. Cornelius Tor, from what I can gather, is one of the most despicable individuals elevated to seal bearer on this continent. His jaw muscles are ticking underneath his beard as he grinds his teeth, and he kind of reaches over and snatches up a crossbow bolt from his workbench and to give his hand something to like worry. Um, in the absence of this bolt in his eye, he has entrenched himself, the population of the living, and the town itself in evil. He's something of a favorite of the Empress because of it.
Lido, I mean, you can, if anybody was noticing, you could see him, his jaws flinching. This is the type of person. Oh yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
This is an absolute. The other one, he's not a fan of slavers either,
right.
and considers them worthwhile of judgment. Um, he'll take that one to
Yeah.
help him. The
Hmm.
first one, he says, "No, I cannot in good conscience take this one. This one should be ripped up and just dealt with that way. But these two I will take.
Cool.
One, because as my dear friend here knows, young people should never have to deal with the loss of their parents. And the second one, you know why I'll take that one.
Mm.
And he scrolls them up, kind of puts them inside, and
Mhm.
says, "When I'm done, if I'm still alive, and if you're still alive, and if I can get back here, a percentage of these will go back to you and to this kitchen that you run." Um, he
I
will.
made enough of a fortune in the course of my profession. It only makes sense that I redeem that blood money by use of this soup kitchen. I don't need yours. I have enough atonement to do. If you wish to make a donation, that's your business, but we'll be okay.
Consider this my vow that there will be a donation coming.
Um,
um,
on
that's kind of what he's gonna do.
yeah, on paper, Jandrel tithes a mix of bodies and gold. The ratios are pretty fluid. Cornelius Tor enslaves his populace into hard labor to spare their relatives from the tithe. and using the Tor fortune in place of bodies to the Black Keep. Their free labor builds his business empire to heights no one else can compete with. People lose freedom and even their lives under his rule. And he grinds his teeth, and it's all my fault. And the bolt snaps in his hand. Um, Thank you for helping me make right the past. If I had just if I had just fulfilled one more contract, maybe, maybe this bastard would have taken as many lives as he has in my absence. Thank you for helping me make this right.
Lydle, showing at this point no more emotion. I mean, he's
Locked
calmed
in.
himself down. Yeah, he's locked it out. Consider your contract fulfilled. And turns around and says, I do believe it's time for us to leave.
Hard nods, kind of draws himself up, schools himself back to like normalcy, and makes his way up the stairs ahead of you.
Okay, we're
Oh,
following
he
up
looks
and
over
everything.
he looks over his shoulder and says, "You can take anything out of the cubbies that you want. I have no use for them."
Well, what was in the cubbies again?
Medical supplies and some mystery vials.
Knowing Riker's love of potions, he will take 3 mystery vials,
Okay.
and the medical supplies.
Okay.
He,
So
he
add a medicine kit to your inventory.
okay,
Um, I will give you what the potions are later.
okay.
You make your way back up the stairs to the bustling kitchen and watch Karn embrace his 2 little girls and kind of marvel at the life that he's managed to build for himself outside of the job. And a piece of you wonders if there's ever going to be an end for you. Is there an end of this road for you? And what will it look like? And the rest of you guys have been very patient, but we're going to switch gears a little bit. If you have any questions or anything you want to wrap up with, Lydell, now's the time.
Um,
Roarn as well.
at this point, Lydell, I would have assumed that Lydell would have explained both contracts to Roorn so that he understood what Lydell was taking, and I'm just based off of that. He will tell him that we'll talk about this more in private when we know that we're not being listened to,
Mhm.
because he feels like that there's a really good possibility that Rourne will know this the last contract guy better than he does.
Okay. Last contract guy is in the slaver or
Yeah,
Cornelius
no,
Tor.
the Cornelius. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just making sure. Cool beans. The
Yeah.
rest of you are walking through a decidedly nicer part of the city. You are taking a familiar path to the shopping district. I'm assuming you want to go to Incantation again.
Yep.
Okay.
Question:
You're
Did
there, Red?
our
You're there, Red?
tattoos go?
Did they? You want to
I
check?
don't know.
Why don't you take out a mirror or something and check?
Well, I would have checked before we left the hotel. The mirror.
Fade. That's enough for your liking, but they're starting to fade.
I can use dispel magic. I'll do dispel magic on it.
What level?
I'll make it. Hmm.
The fact that she asked that is so great.
I mean,
Can't just give it all
uh,
to you guys.
no, he would have just done a third level because he can't imagine that it's going to be bigger than that.
It's not about what you can imagine.
That's right.
I know, but that's his imagination. He would have just done a third level.
Incantation written across your forehead glows and disappears. You're welcome.
It's part
So
of
you
me that's
guys
kind of
go to.
disappointed, honestly.
I know. I really considered it, but he's willing to put a third level slot towards it. It's a stupid tattoo. It's fine. Um, Wonderful. So I'm assuming you're going to incantation. Do you want to go somewhere else? That's the scroll shop of the
Uh,
city.
no, the scroll shop is where we need to go. Was there other magical things or just scrolls there?
It was predominantly scrolls.
All right. Well, we might have to make it another stop just because.
No
Yeah,
worries.
I don't think the scrolls are gonna cover everything. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I am going to whisper to. I'm gonna sidle up to Kenji as we're leaving.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, mud boy. Um,
Mud boy.
you're sneaky. Um, you not you wouldn't happen to be as good with your hands as you are with being sneaky, are you?
In what?
That could come across very
Yeah.
different depending.
Kind of
Okay,
gives
so-
him a look and it's like, in what context?
Well, I mean, like, you know, able to get the things you want without being seen.
You mean stealing?
Up to interpretations, but some people use that word.
I love it.
Do I need to remind him that I'm with them?
Oh yeah,
Probably.
I am not whispering very like I'm like making a show
Yeah.
of being quiet. But at this point, like I know Red knows, and I'm letting him know that he knows that I know, so that he knows, and I'm being very facetious about it.
What exactly are you wanting me to pick up with sticky fingers? And
I just
why?
I just wanted to ask, just say, hey, keep your options open. I'll be talking and whatnot. And if you just happen to get something that might help the party, you know, I'm sure that it would benefit us a lot more than maybe some random rich schmuck that is just going to use it to make his face look prettier or whatnot. So you never know. It just keep your options open.
As
I can
soon
feel
as as soon as Ryker turns around, I will look at Genji Kenji and just shake my head no with the dad look.
I I can feel Genji in the back of my brain being like, do it, do it, do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, Genji is 100% like, do it.
Should I roll to see if Genji?
Who wins?
Yeah.
Let me pull up old Genji. That way you can just roll your stat. So he's gonna roll persuasion,
Okay.
and you can roll hopefully better than this. I'll let you roll a counter persuasion.
Counter persuasion. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
6.
Genji rolled an 8. So Genji wins.
Oh great.
So you are influenced by your more illicit half. And you're inclined to listen to old Ryker.
Okay. I'll look at him. I guess I would be Genji out, and I'm gonna be like, "No, I will not do that."
Roll a deception check. That is the perfect gift, Joffrey.
You're welcome. It writes. Sometimes it writes itself.
They write themselves. It's true.
You
Oh,
said
it's
deception,
beautiful.
yeah?
Yeah, I did.
12. I rolled a double digit.
Hey.
I'm so proud of you. So proud. I could not stand it. However, it is insufficient to get past Red's passives. Um,
Oh, I didn't think it would.
yeah, no, but it's still funny. You tried. So you two are literally thick as thieves. He waltzed into incantation, and the same short, I think it was a halfling woman behind the counter is there, and she says, "No longer contenders, but champions. Welcome back, friends. Congratulations. Um, thank you again for." You hear a commotion in the background, and the guy who tattooed you, the owner, comes barreling out of the back room and almost like himself on the counter as he runs into it. "Hello, welcome back. Congratulations on your victory. Yes, yes, young mage."
I want to make one thing before I go in to it. I want to cast Disguise Self on myself, and I want to make myself, same Riker, but I want to make him just like Squidward, like,
And
you
some
know,
Squidward. I was just
yes, and I want him to be so that nobody can look at anybody else but him. Like just perfect symmetry,
just
like
beautiful.
curves.
Yeah, yeah,
Just,
fantastic jawline.
yeah, like Greek god status. That way,
I don't know
nobody
how
is
about I
looking.
feel about this anymore. Just-
Yeah, I understand. Fantastic. So you grow approximately 4 inches taller. Um, you go from like a Walmart 6 to a Decil 11.
You were a Walmart 6.
6.
Walmart 6, okay? Hey, listen, we're proud. We're proud of our Walmart 6ness. You
So
go
not
from a
quite
Walmart 6.
pajama pant level, right?
Do what now?
Not quite pajama pants level.
No, not quite.
Yeah,
But
got it.
100% wearing Crocs.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. The Crocs in Walmart level to something right off of an Abercrombie and Fitch bag. So, he looks at you as he's congratulating you, and you see his pupils dilate a little bit because looking at pretty things, no matter what your orientation is going to, have an effect on you. And he's like, "Oh, have you gotten taller since I've last seen you?"
Only in my heart for this wonderful place.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh my
I
god.
have advantage for that line.
No, because it's cringy.
Deception. 17 on the die for an 18. I get more
Nice.
charismatic.
Yeah, he takes that and internalizes that fully. And he has like, you know how people react when they meet Keanu Reeves? Like he's just such a nice guy and everyone is just like floored by how chill he is and how humble he is and how down to earth he is. That is the vibe when he is talking to you. It's like him meeting Keanu Reeves. He says, "Ah, yes, Kenji."
Sorry, backtracking just for 1 second.
No worries.
I forgot that I should probably be rolling with Genji's stats, so technically I rolled a 21 for the deception, if that helps.
Red, what's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 18.
Do you want to roll?
I mean, my insight is +8, so why wouldn't I? It doesn't matter. I got a 10. I got a 2 on the die.
So this changes things a little bit. Red is not looking for you, Kenji, to
Be causing
acquire.
problems.
I believed in you, and you broke my heart.
Yep.
Yay!
You are 100% playing on his good graces. So this changes the dynamic just a touch. The shop owner continues to fawn over Ryker, and I want you.
And I'm going to do my whole light show,
Telling. Yes, oh yes. Tell the
everything.
story.
I'm just gonna just absolutely like play it up, drag it
Oh yeah.
out, all the
Oh yeah.
flashy like I'm going to
Yes.
be like I'm going to be like those fan-made Star Wars episodes that are so much better than the movies, like times 10, just like so that they're just like
Nice. Roll me a. What's a relevant skill for you? Arcana? Usually I would
yes.
make you roll performance, but Arcana makes more sense for you.
I'm gonna do Arcana, please. Thank you.
Go right ahead.
That's a 21.
All right. You do a fantastic job. Like IMAX theater levels of cinematography. Just like surround sound, the seats shake, you know,
You're watching it in
fantastic.
4D.
Yeah, you are. It's IMAX, baby, and you do a great job recounting the tale of your victory in the arena. Needless to say, you play a much bigger part in the retelling than in the reality. Um,
Hey, I'm the one that did the killing blows, so there's not a whole lot I need to
that's
exaggerate.
true. You don't need to elaborate or like, what's the word? Exaggerate, but so much.
But in
Fantastic.
all my pictures, I am the 4 foot, like 4 inches taller with the
Oh yeah.
cheekbones, like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a cut
Fantastic.
class type of thing. Just
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Somehow in various scenes you're bare chested. There's like some inconsistencies over the course of this film. At
oh
certain
yeah,
points you have on no shirt and you are ripped. At other points you have on fantastic, beautiful attire. It's woefully inconsistent, but you're just so dang pretty. He doesn't care. In fact, the
that's why it was
lady.
an Arcana role and not a performance role because I'm not a great storyteller, but I am great at visual effects.
Oh yes, to the point where like oh like as the stuff play I see whiskers, I just saw
Yeah.
whiskers do this from the screen side. I was like, wait a minute, I thought for a minute it was a sunbeam and I like, what is this? Now
It's the
the
performance, obviously.
yes, clearly the kitty cat's helping. The enchanters from the back room actually like come forward and like are watching alongside the shopkeeper and the owner. So you have them thoroughly distracted. Um, would you give a secret signal, perhaps, to Kenji
Well,
that now's the time?
I'm assuming that Kenji, if he's in the biz, so to speak, he would see an opportunity, and I wouldn't need to risk blowing it with a signal. So,
It's fair.
Yeah. Genji would definitely already have it down.
I, yeah, perfect. Also, why doesn't he have?
Oh,
He
he
does.
never leveled up. I never leveled him up. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about that. I was looking at the languages. You could throw a gang sign behind your back. Don't you know thieves can't, Riker?
Yes. Well, oh, sorry.
And I know Genji does.
Genji does. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So, wonderful. You start looking around for some stuff that might be easy to steal.
Okay. Yes, I would like to look for, like Riker was saying, things that would help the party, potions, scrolls, whatever it is that they have that might be of use to us.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. So 13?
What now? 14?
13.
13, okay.
Are you using Genji's?
Yes.
No.
Genji's perception?
Yes.
What's
Okay.
his passive perception?
If it's higher,
Passive perception
is
is
20.
20. Can I
You
use
can take his
that?
passive. Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
use his
you.
passive.
I rolled
Wonderful.
a 3.
It's okay. Listen, it's all right. It's just who you are. Just accept it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Your
I'm ready for this.
D100, your D20 rolls are now D100 going forward. Like
For real,
I'm
though.
pulling that
I
executive
mean,
decision.
honestly, yeah.
Roll me a
Honestly, I'm ready for this to like blow up in flames. Roll you a what?
11. Hang on, I'm counting 15. Roll me a D20, please. Do better.
A D20?
Yes.
Okay. Trying.
You're fine.
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. There is a scroll in a cubby. Let me make sure of something. Hang on. Make sure this isn't a divine spell that would be regulated. Duration. Nope, perfect. Okay. You see a scroll in a cubby marked Private Sanctum. And
Okay.
it looks it's sticking out a little bit further from the cubby than the rest of the scrolls on this wall of cubbies are. And it beckons to your little thieving fingers. Take
Okay.
me! Pick me!
Mm.
Roll me a sleight of hand with whoever stats you want, to pick this up without being seen.
Get
Please.
advantage
Something
because of
double
me.
I was just
digits
about
would
to
be
say,
great.
Ryker is helping you, so you can roll with advantage.
Oh, yes. Okay. Hopefully one of these will be double digits.
You ain't getting that 20.
Double ones.
No, a 1 and a 3, so I rolled a 16.
Kyle.
Oh my goodness.
One
Kyle,
and
if
a
you're
3.
watching this later,
I'm glad I gave you advantage.
sorry, it's your fault.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I had set the DC at 15 because of Riker's help.
Thank you.
You are so lucky.
Thank you for putting like retarded levels for me. My
Yeah.
dice are so retarded.
We're sorry,
You're in the
listeners.
special section. You
Yeah.
get accommodation.
My
They
dice
ride
are
the
so
short bus.
fragile. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh
Sorry.
my
Fantastic job. You managed to a little bit awkwardly pocket this scroll. So you now have a spell scroll of Private Sanctum. I will add that to your inventory if it's
You have
possible to.
absconded a
Can
private
you add it to Kenji's so I don't forget? Because
Yes.
I never look at Genji's ever.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. 1 second. About that time, what level is this? It's a 4th level spell, my gosh. About that time, the show and tell stops, and Riker, you with a flourish end your tail to riotous applause from all 4 or so employees that are in this shop. Do you take a bow?
Yeah, just a little one. Yeah, just. Oh, thank you. No, the false modesty. Still going with Kenyu. Not as quite as good as Kenyu Reeves would probably pull it off, but thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't have
Nice.
done this without you, my friend.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Where's
Awesome.
Red
Whether
Velvet?
thank you for that fantastic tale. It's a shame I could not afford tickets to watch your fight. I had to hear about it secondhand from every patron who walked into the store. But fantastic job. Um, it's almost as good as seeing it secondhand from a first-hand experiencer. What can I do for you?
I do hope that my light show at the end with your fine establishment's name has helped your business.
Significantly, we have seen an incredible boost in sales, and don't you worry, a discount is forthcoming.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Well, my friends, I am looking for two things specifically, and one kind of in general. And I'll tell them about the scroll ascending that I need, and then I will also uh, tell him about Lydell's request for something to help keeping us being scryed upon. And I'll use the excuse that it's just our fame now. It's so hard to get privacy. It's rather awkward when you have a the crying eye pop up when you're in the shower or the bath, and it's from some, uh, you know, uh, big fan witched, of,
I understand. I had to put a age limit on the scrying eye spell scrolls I sold because this group of teenage women would just pool their money and buy me out every few days for the last week. It's bizarre. Uh,
I'm suddenly feeling a little violated.
Oh,
Sounds like we
yeah,
need
I'm
to be
definitely going to try
making.
and keep
Sounds like
that
we need to
that
be
feeling.
making scrolls on the side and selling them.
they take a long time to make.
They do.
I think it's an hour per level or something. I'll have to look
No,
up the rules around that.
Yeah.
it's like a work week.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
crazy.
lot. Uh, but that is absolutely something you can do. We there are rules around that, and I am willing to abide by them. Um, so you tell him about sending, and you tell him about your want for some anti-scrying accessories. And he frowns at the second item, but he pulls a scroll of sending off the wall with no issue. He says, "Here you go. It would normally be 200 gold, but I'm going to sell it to you for 180 instead."
Well, thank you, my fine friend.
No, thank you, my friend. You have given life to this little city in a way that we have not experienced in some time. As
And
for
what about my
Yes,
other?
as for the anti-scrying accessories, that is not something that I personally can help you with. However, there is a gentleman 2 streets over and 1 block up who is the proprietor of Axiom Arcana. His name is Erix Vale. Sorry, Valo. Valor. Pardon me. Gotta distinguish him from
It was
the guy.
Axiom. Was it Axiom?
Axiom Arcana. Axiom Arcana.
All right. And if I tell him that you sent me, can I expect to be treated well?
I can assume so. If you cannot be treated well on the merit of the fact that you are champions of Dessel. Yes.
Um, and I will also say, well, I have a few other scrolls I'm looking for. I don't suppose you
Yes.
have any of these, and he'll pull out a list.
Oh gosh.
And
Oh my.
do you want me to just
Yeah, rattle them off.
do that separate?
Yeah, we can do that separate because just to make it simpler. If that's what you
Yeah,
want.
you can roll or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because I have a list of things I eventually want to acquire, so it's just
No worries. The scrolls you're gonna mostly ask for are for being copied into your book. Yes. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Um. Yeah, we can handle that after hours. Um. Holy rollers after dark.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That everything you wanted to do here? Or do you want to wander and see what sticks to your hands?
no, I don't really want to. I don't want to draw any attention. Like my goal is to have everybody's attention right now.
Gotcha. Well,
I'm
that
I'm
is
not.
easy to do. With this solution. Handsome Squidward. Um. Oh my word, I am dying. Wonderful. So you're done here. You don't want to do anything else here. Buy anything else here, other than
Oh,
what we'll
I'm
talk
done.
about. Okay. You follow his rudimentary instructions to find Axiom Arcana, and it is a lot more flashy of a spell store, which is ironically quite at odds with the gentleman who is minding the counter as you walk in. Um, The outside has like these little arcane bursting lights on the awning that flash in various neon colors, um, drawing your attention, but silently. And then inside the shop, the gentleman behind the counter is just very, what's the word? Stiff. Uh, Eric's Valor stands behind the counter of Axiom Arcana. His posture is flawless, and his quill is moving in exact, precise strokes. Um, his pale eyes shift to look at you as you enter. Nothing in this shop is out of place. There's not a speck of dust. There is not a scrap of lint on his attire. The air feels weighted, as though the magic items that are being cataloged here are calculating the party as carefully as he is. What can I do for you?
I roll an insight check on the best way to handle this guy.
Sure.
Insight is 17.
Okay. It's not giving a lot away. Elves are notoriously kind of stiff anyway, and he seems to be a master of the neutral, the RBF, if you will. But with a 17, you can glean he respects people who take magic seriously.
I'm going to approach him with that. I'm going to be stoic as well. And,
Right.
still got the handsome squid work, but I know it doesn't work on him as well because, he's used to me all the time.
Sure.
But I'm going to be very serious. Oh, good sir. I am looking currently for, and I'll tell him what I'm looking for, the anti-scrying devices.
Yep.
And give him my reasoning of privacy as well. Yeah, but I will twist it a little bit with, and being a serious mage, there are certain things, certain things about my magic that I wouldn't want any, lay person or prevalent dabbler of the art to observe or get a hold of.
One second. He looks at you with kind of a evaluating look. And he says, "What school did you attend?"
I'll tell him. Tell him where I went.
Seem to recall some rivalries between your school and mine. Rivalries that have yet to be, what's the word, resolved. But perhaps we can put those to the side. He is very flat affect. This is not me trying to act. This is him.
Rivalries, in my experience, cause us to strive to be better, to challenge us, to do our best, and it weeds out those who are weak.
He quirks a smile when you mention weakness. Roll me a persuasion check.
Use an inspiration.
Right.
That's an 11.
He quirks at weakness and says, yes. Such as those who would alter their appearance. What can I do for you specifically?
And I'll repeat my request and be like, and I will make a jab about not hearing. I already told him my I was looking for specifically.
What you're looking for is amulets of proof against detection and location. They are not easy to come by and even harder to create. I
Are
would
you
need a
saying it's too
deposit.
difficult for yourself and your
I would
skills, friend?
I would need a deposit to start the work.
And
1,000 gold. How many
um,
units did you say?
5.
1,000 gold.
Mm,
With an additional 1,200 gold due at completion.
wow. Well, my friend. I don't know. That's the best you can do. I will consider it.
Very well. He mutters something in Elvish under his breath. Do you speak Elvish?
I don't think so. I'll
I
double
don't think
check.
so either.
If Lydle was there, he wouldn't be able to.
No, I don't. No, I don't speak Elvish.
That's okay. Um, you know the tone of mockery when you hear it. Um, he's clearly unimpressed.
Oh my.
That's fair. Uh, do you want to look around, ask any more questions, commission any more
Yeah,
work?
I want to look around and see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah. You on the hunt for anything in particular?
No, just anything that can give us an edge.
Okay. Let me pull up my stuff. I gotta find it first. Hang on.
No worries. We can do that after hours. I don't care.
Okay. We got 10 more minutes left. See you, Kepler.
I was gonna say, at what point does Roorn and Lydle meet up with them?
Um, Probably when you go back to the Heart and Hind.
Oh, okay.
Um, Jesse, let's do that after hours, like you said. Um, Party chat is gonna take precedence over inventorying magic items. Uh, do you have anywhere else you wish to go before you return to where you sleep each night? Riker.
No, no, we're done.
Okay, cool. Let me find my stuff.
I thought Red was looking for something.
I am.
Yeah, Red, didn't you
I
have?
just
What are you
was
looking for?
waiting on her to get to me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You got quiet on me. I apologize.
I didn't want to interrupt other
What do you
people.
want to look for?
I don't know if they would have it at either of the shops we would have been at, but I want to find some specialty arrows.
Ooh. There is a Fletcher that you've actually seen in this shopping district. Um, Let me find her. She is Saren Not Right. And her
He's
the
not right.
shingle over her storefront reads Not Right arrows. It's very straightforward. Straight as an arrow, you might even ask or say. Um, a tall, slender human woman is waxing an unstrung wooden bow with her feet up on the counter as you walk in. What do you need?
Oh well, such an interesting way to greet guests, but who am I to? Who would I be to necessarily judge? I'm not exactly a people person myself.
I'm not here to waste your time any more than you want to waste mine.
I mean,
What can I do for you?
that's fair, and I can fully respect it. A woman after my own heart, if you will.
Lyra, somewhere in the universe, Lyra gets this really weird displaced rage and is like, "What the heck?
What was that?
I,
Yeah.
do I need to eat lunch? What's wrong with
Right.
me?"
Yeah. I am. I'm in the market for some unique arrows. I hear you probably have what I might be looking for.
Yeah, I think we've got you covered.
I
Um,
would certainly imagine with this amazing establishment.
hmm. Roll me a persuasion check to lay it on thick.
All right. That is a 7. I tried. I didn't
Despite,
say it was gonna work.
yeah, well, it gives you, yeah. So here's the thing. That's not a failure or like a bad roll in this context because like the way I wrote her is she sees you trying and thinks it's funny. Um,
I'm glad she
You get
finds humor in it.
each of like I try to give each of these shopkeepers a little bit of depth so you're not just like NPCs in Skyrim. Um, so she quirks a grin at you, hops down with her, takes her feet off the counter, and walks over to a display case. Um, it's glass fronted, and the arrows within it are very carefully like arranged. Um, they have different slight magical tints to them. Some of them have different fletches, different like feathers on the end. Some of them have different materials making the arrowheads of them. Some of them are crossbow bolts. There's a lot of moving parts. Let's see. Make me 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Roll me a d10.
Shit, which one is that? I think it's that one. A 6.
Ooh. This is the spell sever arrow.
Okay.
If a target of this arrow is concentrating, you have to actually hit with it, obviously. They make a save to keep concentration at disadvantage.
Nice.
They are 350 gold a pop.
Okay. Tell her kind of exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Shit.
Oh Lord, he's had time to think on it.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
you should be. Very, very much should be. Arrow. I am certainly looking for a few. I would like to see if you have any adamantine arrows.
Hmm. I believe that can be arranged.
And if you have anything that is particularly useful against the undead, you know,
She
you
goes
never know.
she goes ramrod straight and gets just a couple of shades paler. And she kind of glides past you to the door and shuts it and closes and flips the sign in the window to closed and says, "You have to be more careful who you say that around. Remember, every undead that you kill in your hometown has to be replaced. It might be replaced by somebody you know. Look, I get it. I have to watch my uncle and my third cousin walk around this city as corpses. I don't like it either, but I'd rather it be them. Rather it be them than my mother or my father, or my sister.
I believe me, I've had my fair share of dealing with the dead.
What do you intend to use these arrows for if I give them to you?
For things that go bump in the night that should not.
She walks behind the counter, and there is a target on the wall behind her with a very close grouping of holes in it, like practice, like a display of like her own prowess, right? And she turns it on the wall. It's hanging like a drum. Turns it, and in the side of it are 3 arrows. These are all that I have. These are arrows of turning. And I have had these arrows nearly 20 years. Just just in case. And they're the only thing I have with any kind of divine power that could potentially save my life or that of my family. I don't want to part with these.
I'm gonna make an insight check, not for any nefarious reasons, but it's very
Uh-huh.
specific.
Uh-huh, go on. What are you inciting for?
Um, so with the 27, I'm trying to make sure that even though she's showing me something that she should definitely not have, I want to make
Yeah.
sure that that this isn't like she's not a
A
trap
trap.
car.
Right. She's not a narc.
Yeah.
So she rolled a background insight on you and found you trustworthy, and that's why she's showing you these things. Plus anybody who has inclination to take out undead and verbalize that, probably safe
I
because
will
they know the consequences as well as you.
I will do two things.
Yeah.
I will reach under my shirt and take my holy symbol and flip it out for a moment so I know that she sees it.
She hisses like she's seeing a, for lack of a better term, like she's seeing a ghost. And
And then I'm going to show her my tattoo and say, "This follows me."
she is very clearly a hunter. And she has faced down scary things over the course of her lifetime. And it takes a moment for her to kind of gather her wits, but she straightens up and internalizes and looks at you and says, "Where have you been?"
Well, it's a bit of a long story, but let's just say to the grave and back.
You can she lowers her eyes and you can tell she's thinking and she's chewing on her inner lip. All right. All right. What are your intentions? Because you've been gone and you're back now. What are you intending to do?
We're going to heal this land. And I don't know if that's going to mean to burn it all to the ground or to liberate it. One way or another, it is going to be done.
She looks down again and nods and says, I've seen what wildfires can do. Forests grow back healthier. I'm going to give you these. She yanks all 3 of them out of the back of this target and says, take them before I change my mind. And she wraps them up in a piece of cloth. Put them to good use.
Oh, they will be.
I don't want to know your name. And I'm going to forget that I ever saw you.
As you should. It's probably safer that way.
If you have any more gold to spend, now is your chance, because I don't want to ever see you again.
Alright. How many adamantine arrows do you have?
5. Bundled, they are 450.
I will take those from you.
Deduct 450.
Yep. And I will take any arrows of slaying that you have.
Those are arrows of what kind of slaying? Undead or not undead? You already got undead.
I already have the undead.
Yeah. Aberration, elemental. What are we talking? Dragon.
Let's go. How many does she have?
She's got. Let me roll. 5.
Okay.
And they are
so I'll do.
They're hefty.
So 3. I will do 3 for dragons.
How much do you think these are?
I don't. Yeah, you haven't told me how much they are.
That's right. Hold up.
Persuasion check
No.
for you.
No, you don't. You need to let me give you a price before you just start rattling off a grocery list. My brother in Christ. No, they are.
You're about to get illusionary gold.
Right. Well, that's fair. They are. They're 250 a pop. They're expensive.
Okay. All right. Right. I will do 2 of them. I will do 1 for dragons.
Yeah.
And I will do the other for. I'll do the other for beast.
All right. Deduct an additional 500.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No. You just have to remind me what that arrow is called that you.
The arrow of. Hang on. Let me find it. I will send it to you. That's the wrong. The spell sever arrow. I'll send it to the group chat. If you have anything else you want, just let me know, and we can deal with that out of stream. Cool beanies. We are going to have to put a pin in our rather fraught shopping sprees here. I have one small thing to add before we end, and I apologize and I appreciate your safety or your patience, guys. Ryker, as you are kind of walking around town, you go to like a little stand that's selling some like fruit, and you want to buy a snack, and as you go to reach for your money, you notice that something is missing. Your spellbook. And in its place, there's a small case of similar size and shape. And there's a note sticking out of it. Would you like to read the note?
Yeah.
Ryker? Want to play a game? It's called Oh, Where Has Your Spellbook Gone? Not to worry, the rules are simple. Simply apply what is in this box to your face as you exit the city. and your spellbook will be returned safe and sound. I'm always watching. XO, Lady Purgle, and Flynn Cinderface. And that is where we are going to end our session.
Why do I get a sense he opens the box and it's clown makeup?
Yeah, what is it? What is in the box?
What's in the box? You want to? Keep forgetting that reference. Do you want to open the box?
Yeah.
Space paint. And Joffrey, you've got to quit preempting me. It is in fact clown makeup.
Do I recognize these names?
You do not. A little bit of investigation, you might. But we're going to end it here and now tonight. Gotta leave it on a little cliffhanger. We are the Holy Rollers. Campaign 3. God bless you all. Ryker's not waving. He drive.
He's so mad.
Riker is angry.
Hey, Anky.
Very angry.
Love you, Jesse. Have a good night, everybody. While I go, fear for my life a little bit.
He knows where you live.
Yeah, he does. And he knows how to get here, in fact. Strokes his cat like Dr. Evil. He's like, you wait till it's my turn. He's like, wait till it's my turn to DM. He's like, you just wait. I'm gonna remember this. I know that look. Thank you all. Have a good night. God bless. See you next time. Bye.